Virgo, hey there, gorgeous. Melissa here to do a timeless love reading for you. Okay, so Virgo, I'm doing this new thing where I start out with some channeled messages. I will timestamp where I start your love reading. So the messages that it's not just channeled. I like go out into nature and kind of listen to what God has to say for you. And so today the messages were, I'm on the wrong page. Maybe you're on the wrong page. No, I'm just kidding. So it was talking about that you're just very tuned in right now, okay? And that it can be a little bit, that you're very tuned into the divine, and it can be a little bit, I don't know what to say traumatic, but it's saying basically that you have no proof of anything that you're feeling, but you feel this and you know this, and then you kind of feel crazy because you can't see any of the things you feel. If that makes sense, whoever this is for, that's going to make sense too, okay? So anyways, it's saying that, first of all, what we do with our gifts, it's saying that you're kind of channeling people's thoughts at this time, right? You're wondering if you're paranoid and you think everybody's talking about you, or you think, you're thinking everybody's talking about each other. And it's what's happening is you're channeling other people's thoughts. Okay. But it's about really knowing that the gift is there. The divine is wanting you to see that, but what we do with the gift is our responsibility. And, believe me, I have done the wrong thing. Not like nothing harsh or drastic, but I have taken offense to things that I shouldn't have known, right? And so it's just saying that this is just for your information. This isn't like you get a download and you share it with the world that blah, blah, blah said to blah, blah, blah. You could hear it in your thoughts. It's just not what we're supposed to do with our gifts, okay? That's what I felt like saying, or that's what was coming through. Is those gifts are for you. They're for you and you alone. And there will be times when you want to share things with the world, and that is your duty, and that's what you're supposed to do with your gifts. But that won't be about other people, okay? That's what I'm getting right now. And it did say that you just keep getting flashes of information as well, downloads, like, wow, like you're starting to see things and you're like, where is all this information coming from? And you're just downloading a lot of information, probably from the moon. That's where I feel like I get mine from. But it's saying to keep a notepad with you and write down anything, any of these flashes of information. And it did say that you should get by some water and in nature, period, but water would be preferable, and get connected to your emotions and your spirituality, your spiritual side, because spiritual gifts with out kind of like a spiritual base or grounding it's not like dangerous and you're not in trouble, but it's not comfortable. Okay. So it says get grounded, get by water if you can, and in nature in general. And it did say that you've had like something on repeat in your life. You've had some sort of cycle on repeat in your life, and it's not, when we have that happen, it's not because the divine is mean and wants us to suffer. It's because we're not learning whatever we're supposed to be learning from that. It does say that if you get out in water or nature, that this will kind of be revealed to you, whatever that is. Okay, whatever it's been on repeat. I feel like you don't really know that it's been on repeat, or you feel like you've been going through the same thing over and over, but I don't think you're getting that the reason why you keep going through the same thing with different people in different situations is because there's a lesson in it that you still haven't learned yet. Okay. But I feel like it's going to the lesson is going to reveal itself to you so that you can heal it and move forward. I feel like you're awakening to a lot of gifts right now. And it's saying in order for you to really master and hone in on those gifts, you're going to need to heal whatever cycle you're on repeat. So you have the gifts. I feel like they're coming in and you're like, I can't stop them. But it is saying if you want to actually, I'm watching you literally go to the moon with your gifts. So I feel like you have some serious gifts, but it's saying you're going to need to heal the cycle, or pass the cycle, or pass the test. In order to do that, it's asking you to get out into nature. Okay, love reading. It starts at, I'll figure that out later. Okay. Hi, whoever's in here. Huh? Hi, honey. Okay, so we're gonna get at your love life. Woohoo. The energy that you bring to the connection that you have in mind is the 8 of Pentacles. All right. The energy the person you have in mind could be dealing with an Aries is the Queen of Wands. Definitely attractive. And then we have the Chariot card in the potential outcome and the, wow, you guys. I'm sorry, you are so psychic right now. It's sick to my stomach about it. This is the High Priestess. 2 Cancerian cards, by the way. Could definitely be dealing with Cancerian. Or I feel like you might have Cancer highly aspected in your chart because and this can also represent Virgo, but I'm just feeling this like moon energy, okay? I mean, I know the full moon just happened, but it feels interesting. Like you might have something like your moon might be in Cancer, okay? Anyway, so the 8 of Pentacles in your energy, I do feel like you're focusing on mastering your craft right now, and that's what it's asking you to do. I do feel like you have somebody that is very attractive, but also very attracted to you. And it does say here that after we get through these kind of ascension symptoms, I'm going to call them, we do have like this divine counterpart, okay? Divinely guided. There's like bunch, 2 of Cups, the fucking, oh my God, you're going through the biggest awakening of your life, okay? The Judgment card, the 2 of Cups. This is like some major ascension that probably half or not even 85% of humans will never do in this lifetime that are here now. So what you're going through, yeah, it feels a little crazy and there's no wonder, right? It feels a little, it's just a lot. It's a lot to handle when the rest of the world doesn't really get what you're going through. Past life relationship, yeah, you're totally divinely connected to somebody. Playfulness, get out in nature. I feel like that's going to be in your calling in your soulmate. Okay, woo, so much energy. I'm going to try to ground myself just a little bit here. Yeah, you've got a soulmate on the way. I don't know if this was you I was just talking to about this in one of the all signs readings. You have a soulmate on the way, and it's asking you to, it's like, I don't like to put people in a pressured situation, right? There's no pressure here. You'll ascend on your own time and you'll do, whatever you feel called to do. But it is kind of saying here, the reason why all of this is happening is because you do have a divine counterpart or somebody on the way. It does feel like something new, to be honest with you, but it could be somebody from your past. You got the World card on top of the 8 of Pentacles. It's just asking you to, master your craft, your gifts, these gifts that you are all of a sudden awakening to. And again, it does say, I've got like all these cards that I'm going to take because they just flipped. It says your guard is up, baby, right now. And it's like, but your divine counterpart comes in and your guard is up. You're going to miss it. Okay. Cause like we can't kind of come into a true love connection with our defenses up. And it's not like I'm blaming you for, I'm a defensive motherfucker. Okay. And when you've been attacked all your life, or you've been through what feels like an attack all your life, people will say you're only being attacked and I always say this, if we're no longer living in a traumatic life that we can't, for instance, when you're a child and you literally can't move out of your parents' house, right? You're a baby. That's the kind of trauma that we really don't have any control over. But the kind where we continuously put ourselves into traumatic situations because we are afraid to go back to those traumatic things, we end up putting ourselves through trauma trying to avoid it, is what I'm saying here, okay? With our guard up, with our defenses up. And while I think discernment is a good idea, I think that it can be overdone. And I think that, again, especially those of us who have endured trauma, we're no longer discerning. We're defensive and we're guarded, okay? So I do feel like it's begging you to put your guard down because your soulmate, calling your soulmate, it said, I just feel like you have a very divinely guided connection coming in that is going to require that you have your feminine energy available, okay? Male, female, or non-binary. And it says, keep continuously working on your craft here. You do have something that is going to be reciprocal that I feel like you haven't really had a lot of, okay? I'm getting a lot of reciprocation here with World card. This is a lifelong cycle that you're getting through the end of, but that repeat, wow, and then we get the World card. That is what the World card is to me, is a repeated cycle that you feel like you've gone over and over and over again. And you start to go like, okay, God, what the fuck do you want from me, right? And God's like, I just want you to learn the one thing that I'm trying to teach you in this. And maybe there's a bunch of things that you're learning in it, obviously. But it's like, there's something like, stop going into connections like that. Love yourself, have boundaries, whatever it is. We all have different things we're learning here in this lifetime and different cycles we're in. So whatever it is for you, the divine says, get out in nature, get by water. Water will help you connect to your, again, to your spirit, to the divine, and to your emotions. Okay. So that is the advice from the divine there. Let's get more on your person. Again, could be an Aries. I said Aquarius and I didn't mean it, but another Virgo, a Cancer. Cancer's very strong. They have the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Could be a Gemini. I feel like this person is very smart and very sexy, okay? I just feel like they're... I also feel like they're good at looking at both sides. I feel like they're good, like the kind of person that is open to other people's perspectives. Not me, so not like me, okay? No, I'm just kidding. I am open to other people's perspectives. Oh, there's two there. So we have the Two of Wands and then the Ten of Cups, okay? I don't know if you have this person in your sights or not yet. It does feel like somebody that you will end up having that happily ever after with. But I do feel like, and again, I feel like this person is... Again, I don't think they're going to waste any time. They got the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who has no like little insecurities hidden or anything, okay? They'll take action as soon as they see you. That's what I'm getting right now. So be ready for it, but also be ready for it, okay? I don't mean like sit out like on your doorstep waiting for this person. The divine will bring them into you in a serendipitous moment or whatever, but what they want you to do to prepare is not sit and wait outside for them. They want you to go check in with your gifts, go get my water, go get in nature, really get this ascension going and healing done, because you got not only a purpose partner coming in, but a purpose that you are here to fulfill, okay? I'm getting just a very psychic energy off of you, whoever the fuck you are. I don't know, the energy that I was getting out in nature on you was like, oh my God. I always get this famous feeling in Virgo readings, don't I? It's been a while though, so maybe you've taken a break from my channel. So you're like a famous psychic? I can't see any of that. I'm sorry. That's right. That's right. My eyes are terrible, and I got to figure this situation out, okay? I should probably just wear my glasses, but then I feel like there's a glare every time I do. Okay, you guys, so the Chariot card in your outcome is obviously about two people who have, this is like two purpose partners, okay? Not everybody in this lifetime is going to endure great trauma and collect just unimaginable wisdom from that great trauma. This isn't everybody's path, but it's yours and this person's, okay? And then it looks like, again, with the Chariot card, it's about perseverance, but it's also about the time where you're finally getting the victory of all of the things. Like you're finally starting to see the fruits of the labor, but it's more like the reasons why all of the devil's here. I can't speak right now. The Chariot card again, you guys, my God, definitely could be dealing with the Cancer and the Four of Wands. Okay, it's just kind of reminding you that you're going to be tempted to go back to your old ways, the old people, the old stuff. And that temptation is probably never going to die. It will be easier to avoid. And I don't know what that is for you. Temptation, you know, sometimes for me, it's alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, things that I know aren't good for me. But I think to myself, oh, maybe I can just hide away from the world. And if I'm starting to feel things too deeply, which I think the divine is trying to say here, that when you are starting to awaken to your spiritual gifts, all of a sudden you can feel things you've never felt before. Okay. And that can be terrifying and it can be painful as hell. But so you may want to try to like revert to either old habits or habits you've never even tried before. It's something like, oh my God, I need medication or whatever it is, because you can now feel things. Again, a lot of people will go to a doctor and get medicated for when they're going through an awakening, because they're like, what is this feeling of depression or whatever? No, it's just like you're awakening. You're actually able to feel now. And that's what that feels like. And life is heavy and it is scary, but it's beautiful at the same time. So you're able to feel like the darkness and it, you know, in and around you. But you're also able to feel this new like brightness, the light on a whole nother level than you have before. But again, it's asking you, it's saying, resisting this temptation. Do you see how fucking tempting that little motherfucker looks? Resisting it is going to be this, maybe that's what this lifelong cycle of yours is. Could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with also, by the way. But it's asking you you're going to start to feel the power in your core energy. Okay, so we have like this divine wisdom that comes through us. We also have divine wisdom from our experiences in life. And then we have this powerful core energy. And it's like every time you resist this devil, whatever it is for you, self-doubt, drugs, alcohol, addictions, whatever it is, whatever you're resisting, whatever, you know, you've kind of been given to overcome in this lifetime, will fuel your core energy every time you resist it. Okay. And then it's like, I'm watching the Chariot literally storm past the finish line here, okay? With the Four of Wands, it is the minor arcana version of the World card. It is about a completion. And again, God, the High Priestess is your overarching. I love the High Priestess. Nobody does, okay? They're like, oh, that means they don't want love. No. The High Priestess is about intuitive love. It's about, it might not be in the third dimension at this time, but it's always been in the fifth dimension. I think we had past life love as well. Here, this is somebody you've been traveling from through lifetimes with, okay? I felt like I was going to get you another card. Should I? Do you guys want another card? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's do a power of love card. But again, I'm just going to say this love connection, I don't think it's in yet. I hope it's not, because I feel like it's asking you to really get a handle on, I don't feel like I'm relaying well enough this guard, okay? This guard, this feeling that we have to fight, that we have to be defensive, that we have to protect ourselves. God's got you, baby. The divine, whatever you believe in, has got you and will protect you. When we're trying to constantly protect ourselves from being hurt, and what I think a lot of us are learning out here on YouTube with all of like the who's fake, who's real, are they talking shit, da, da, da. It's like, shut it all off. It's not our business. It's not our business to find out who's being real with us, who's being fake with us. We're supposed to be collecting anything that's useful to us, handing out anything that we think could be useful to others, and trying to do our ascension while we're here. Okay, that's what I'm getting right now. Joy. You delight in the love of life and bring the spirit of fun to all that you do. So it's really like also asking you, I feel like you get a little caught up in taking this very seriously because you're very good at, and it's once there's a balance here that's needed. I feel like the Temperance card and could be dealing with Sagittarius, but I'm feeling like this, you need to make sure to take time to enjoy what you're doing. But at the same time, this ascension is happening and the one is coming. So we also need to take that seriously, right? That it's time to like step into the power that you know you have, okay? Fully. It's like, I feel like you've dipped your toes in, or you're, oh, I have these gifts, but you're really not sure what to do with them yet. The divine says it's probably because you're not actually, I don't do any like third dimensional rituals and things like that, traditionally speaking. But what I love to do is get out in nature and listen to what the fuck the birds are saying, okay? They don't actually speak English, but they will, the energy's on them. You can Google whatever, you can Google everything you see while you're out there. Say to God or the divine on your way out the door, all right, let's do it. God always says to me, pay attention out there, baby, because I'm about to put on a show. And I feel like that's what God wants you to do. He's going to put on a show. She's going to put on a show. Male, female, not binary, okay? Is going to put on a show for you. But you do have to be paying attention to it. Ultimately, I think you've got everything you have ever dreamt of on the way here. But it is going to require that you do the work. And the work is, checking in with your guard. Where are you still holding yourself back is what I'm getting right now, okay? And I think it has a lot to do with not trusting people. And the divine says, we don't ever need to trust anybody. That's never going to be our job. And it's never going to be anybody else's job to trust us. We need to trust ourselves, okay? That we can get in and out of situations. We'll know when they go bad. We'll know, but never trying anything is how we stay dead in this lifetime, okay? I love you so much. Thank you for being here, guys. I love you. Hi, Jane. Varying red beard. Thank you for being here, you guys. I love you so much. And yes, we definitely have the feminine and masculine energies. And that is our job here, is to actually balance those two energies so that we can come into a true love connection, or really just to offer the world what we are here to offer the world. Our gifts, unapologetically, but also without straining or, putting that on anybody else, okay? I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon. I'll probably do an all signs reading here in a little while, okay? I love you, Virgo, and I'll see you very soon. Mwah.